Disney is celebrating America. We kind of know when the Muppets are going to be taking over Rock and Rollercoaster, and they're finally going to do something about those glowing frozen animatronics. This is your latest Disney news. Welcome back to Theme Park News Network. I'm Matt, and I'm so glad to be back for a news update. You guys ever have an organ removed? Because I just had one pulled out, and I'd always expected to wake up from surgery in a bathtub full of ice, but it wasn't like that at all. So I guess once again, I shouldn't assume that modern medicine is anything like all the urban legends I've read, which is kind of both a relief and somehow slightly disappointing. Yeah, it's a weird way to open a show, so maybe we should just get to the headlines. Disney continues its favorite tradition, raising prices. The company recently increased ticket, parking, and Lightning Lane costs across the board. At Walt Disney World, a peak day ticket to Magic Kingdom now costs $209, while at Disneyland, the top-tier ticket hit $224, the most expensive in Disney history. Annual passes rose between $20 and $80 depending on the tier, and parking climbed by another $5. The Lightning Lane and Genie Plus systems now fluctuate daily with dynamic pricing, meaning the more crowded the park, the more you'll pay to skip the line. It's the same logic as surge pricing on ride shares, except you're the one being taken for the ride. I guess now that I've experienced surgery, I know what to expect when I sell some of these organs to be able to afford these trips. I can probably spare a kidney. I've got 2 lungs. Do I need both of them? I need to check the black market and see what kind of money I can raise. Despite constant online outrage, crowds remain steady, and Disney knows it. As long as the parks stay full, prices are going to climb. It's simple math and familiar psychology. People complain and still buy the tickets. Disney understands that nostalgia is stronger than frustration. Originally, they thought that these price increases would help alleviate some of the crowds, and they'd be able to make the same profits by selling less tickets. But that's not what happened. Guests continued to pay whatever they were asked to pay. So profits increased while crowd levels remained high. It all begs the question, is there a tipping point where guests are completely priced out? Or will they continue to pay more and more to make all of those precious memories? Ultimately, I think we'll get to the point where repeat visitors will stop repeating quite as much. How do you guys feel about all these increases? Are you finally ready to pull back on future trips to the Disney parks? Are you still full steam ahead? Disney has announced that celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay is opening a brand new British-inspired gastropub called the Carnaby at downtown Disney in Anaheim. The concept is designed to capture the vibe of 1960s London, complete with sleek mod decor and a menu of British staples like fish and chips, shepherd's pie, and of course Ramsay's signature beef Wellington. Why anybody would sign their name on a beef dish remains a mystery. That's not what signature dish means? I don't know. There'll be 2 terraces overlooking the district and a full bar serving British classics with California flair. What does that even mean? Do the marketers read any of the stuff they write? And don't think for 1 minute that there wasn't a whiteboard with phrases like British Californian fusion synergy, or redefining the storytelling of taste, and empowering the next level narrative of food magic that drives meaningful flavor transformations that reimagines what's possible for guest engagement. If any of those phrases actually ends up in a Disney press release, remember that I said it first, and also hire me to write them. It's a bold move for Disney, signaling an effort to elevate downtown Disney into a full culinary destination and not just a post-park hangout. Ramsay's name carries weight and a steep price tag, so guests can expect premium food and premium prices. There's no set opening date yet, but Disney promises it's coming soon, which in Disney speak could mean anywhere between next quarter and the next fiscal year, so I guess you'll have to wait a bit longer to hear donkey chefs being verbally abused from the kitchen. Over in Magic Kingdom, demolition crews have begun tearing down Fort Langhorne on Tom Sawyer Island. In fact, it looks like all the structures on the former island are now completely gone. The new concept blends the world of Pixar's Cars with a stylized Western landscape, continuing Disney's current trend of injecting popular IP into classic lands. Aerial photos show large-scale demolition and land clearing already in progress. For longtime fans of Frontierland, this marks the end of an era. as the rustic American frontier gives way to talking cars and mountain highways. It's one of the biggest physical transformations Magic Kingdom has seen in decades. Well, 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 look who's finally tired and fed up with being compared to their Tokyo and Hong Kong Disney cousins. At Epcot, Frozen Ever After is getting a major technology upgrade. Disney has announced that the audio animatronics for Elsa, Anna, and Kristoff will be replaced with all mechanical models similar to those being used in the World of Frozen at Hong Kong Disneyland and at Tokyo Disneyland. This change means the end of the projection-based faces that often looked off-kilter in motion or lighting. The new figures will feature fully articulated faces and smoother motion, promising a more realistic and expressive experience. If you're purists, this feels like a return to form since mechanical figures are part of Disney's DNA. It's an investment in craft and detail that should, at the very least, stop some of the constant and valid complaints. No one should ever have to stare into the faceless void of a broken animatronic. Oh God. I'll make it stop. It's sucking out my soul. Meanwhile, Hollywood Studios is gearing up for the long-awaited reopening of Rick and Rocker roller coaster. Meanwhile, Hollywood Studios is getting geared up for the long-awaited reimagining of Rock and Roller Coaster, being rethemed as Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets. Oh, and now it looks like we have an opening time frame, baby. As in they're probably going to have it open sometime during that season. The retheme is opening summer 2026. Hold on. Our old friend Harvey Lawyerman, Disney lawyer, has a disclaimer that he'd like us to read. Disney would like to remind everyone that summer 2026 runs from June 21st, 2026 and September 2026. But in the Southern Hemisphere, summer starts on December 21st and runs through March. And since we never said we were basing this date on the Northern Hemisphere, we reserve the right to use that as the basis of our opening time frame. Also, what are you going to do about it if we open later than summer? Not come to the parks? We all know that won't happen. I don't think that's how summer works, but that guy's clearly a real Disney lawyer, so who am I trying to question? The news story follows the Electric Mayhem band as they race across Hollywood to make it to their concert on time, which is completely different than when Aerosmith did the exact same thing. The ride will keep its iconic, high-speed layout, but feature all new scenes, lighting, and soundtrack. For the first time, an audio animatronic version of Scooter will appear in the pre-show, joined by Penguin sound engineers frantically trying to corral the band. It's going to be chaotic and Muppet-sational. Rumors are also swirling that just because Scooter is the only new AA figure announced, doesn't mean there isn't another new Muppet that might be joining him. Are we going to finally see an animatronic Gonzo? Could that actually happen? Please let that happen. That's all I want. Over at Animal Kingdom, Disney's upcoming Zootopia, Better Zoogether, the new show with the name that I just can't stand, will debut on November 7th, 2025 inside the Tree of Life Theater. I really do try to be positive, but I absolutely hate the word Zoogether. My mouth doesn't even want to make those mouth shapes. The production will feature a state-of-the-art animatronic of Clawhauser, the excitable cheetah police officer from the film. This figure will interact with projection-based characters on screen, creating a hybrid of live puppetry and digital animation. It's a significant step for Disney's show technology and marks the first new attraction in Animal Kingdom's Tree of Life since the park opened. Replacing opening day attraction, It's Tough to Be a Bug. A bug? A bug. Ugh, Zoogether. Is it too late to change that name? Start getting plans together for July 4th because Disney is partnering with, I don't know, America, I guess, for an expanded new celebration called Disney Celebrates America, kicking off Veterans Day 2025 and continuing through July 4th, 2026. The celebration is honoring America's 250th birthday, but really, she doesn't look a day over 229. Soarin' is receiving an all-American and all-new adventure across the U.S. Debuting in summer 2026 at both Disney World and Disneyland, you're going to be whisked away on a journey honoring America. You guys are going to love this. Sam the Eagle. Because it's Soarin', but only the American parts. Love scurrying around like a mouse but hate getting motion sickness? Then you'll love this. Ratatouille is downgrading from 3D to 2D. No more stupid glasses and trying to squint so that everything looks in focus and convincing. The ride will close on November 10th, and when it reopens on the 13th, the 3D that you all love will be gone, replaced by normal-looking flat dimension. There's also going to be some new props and lighting or something, I don't know. Hey, wouldn't it be fun if they also flattened all the props? Look for this on the inaugural episode of my new podcast, Matt Ruins Rides. Maybe I should actually do that. Yeah, that does seem like a terrible idea I should actually do. Honestly, I'd be happy without 3D anywhere because I never feel like it looks that great. Like, maybe that's just me. I think everybody should be able to enjoy the ratness as they see fit. In lighter news, lighter news, I don't know if Ratatouille losing its 3D was the hard-hitting news you guys come here for. Let's try again. In news, the Savannah Bananas, the internet-famous exhibition baseball team, are bringing their high-energy game Banana Ball to the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in May 2026. The event will feature the usual cast of dancing players, trick plays, and fan-driven rules, where even catching a foul ball can count as an out. Isn't that how baseball's played? If you catch a foul ball, you're out? Anyway, it's the perfect fit for Disney's brand of spectacle and family-friendly chaos. There's no word yet if the Harlem Globetrotters will be suing for gimmick infringement, but it's probably safe to say no, they won't, since gimmick infringement isn't a real thing, and the Harlem Globetrotters haven't really been popular since the 70s and Scooby-Doo. The games will run for 2 nights, and if past events are any indication, they're going to sell out almost instantly. That's going to do it for this week's show. Man, we covered a lot. We covered Gordon Ramsay's new pub, ticket hikes, demolitions, and Frontierland, Frozen, Muppets, and even how much I utterly hate the word Zoogether. God, I hate that word. If you like this sort of thing, then like and subscribe. If you hate this sort of thing, then still like and subscribe. Now, if you'll excuse me, I had to go sell a kidney so I can afford more of these Disney trips. What do I look for? Black market selling organs. Bathtub surgery? Oh, I did not expect those kind of results returned in the search engine.